Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be telling you guys about all the details we know so far about the Grand Theft Auto Online 2016 Christmas DLC. Now, I can hear you guys right now. Mr. Boss for the win, what are you talking about? We don't even have the December update out, and you're already talking about what might happen with the Christmas update, and that's because of your guys' response. I have seen a ton of people that are like, man, I'm really hyped for whatever this import and export is, but, I'm really excited for the snow and Christmas and whatever that's going to bring to online. And if you guys are really hyped for the Christmas update, I don't know, I'm trying to gather a general consensus. Let me know if you are in the comments. Drop a like if you're more hyped for the Christmas update really than anything else. But we're going to be talking about when you can expect the content to release in the game, because I've been getting a ton of questions like, when is the snow going to come? When is the Christmas content going to arrive? What's going to be in the Christmas content? How long is it going to last? Etc, etc, etc. So we're going to be going over all of that in this video. Hopefully this is something that you enjoy. But anyways, let's not waste any more time and let's get straight into it. So the first thing people are probably wondering is, when is the Christmas DLC or the Holiday 2016 DLC going to be released into the game? So let's just assume that this current Grand Theft Auto Online DLC, import and export, is going to be coming out on the 13th of December. That is like the release date that a lot of people are assuming. And it also kind of matches up with what everything Rockstar did last year in 2015 with executives and other criminals. So I would imagine that that release date would be around the same time. And if that is true, that means that we can expect the Christmas DLC to release about 5 to 6 to maybe even 7 days before Christmas Day itself. The Christmas is on kind of a unique day this year. It's on a Sunday. However, it lines up perfectly with a release date for Rockstar to introduce some of the new content into the game, and that would be on December 20th. December 20th is a Tuesday. We know that Rockstar loved to release content on Tuesdays, and that would be 5 full days before the 25th of December, which we know is going to be Christmas. Now, this almost matches up exactly with what Rockstar did in 2015. We know that executives and other criminals released on the 15th of December, which was a Tuesday, and then that next Monday on December 21st, they introduced the festive surprise content into the game, which was approximately 4 days before Christmas occurred on Friday. And Rockstar even announced on their newswire on December the 21st, that day, that the Christmas content was being introduced into the game. So if I had to take a wild guess as to when we're going to be seeing 2016 rendition of this content, I would imagine around the same time, either going to be that Monday or that Tuesday. So it's either going to be the 19th or the 20th when they will introduce that into the game. Now, in 2015, Rockstar also did something very weird. They kind of had like a delayed release for a lot of the content. So I stated that the Festive Surprise 2015 came out on December 21st. However, it wasn't until the 23rd of December, 2 days later, when Rockstar released a bunch of other things like Snowfall, Holiday Gifts, new Beast vs. Slasher, at the time the Declasse Tampa. So it was odd. They kind of did a timed release 2 days later for when the new content was going to be added into the game. So it kind of makes you wonder if Rockstar will do the same thing this year. Will they release the first wave of content on the 20th, and then a couple days later on the 23rd or the 22nd, will they release the next wave of content? That will be very interesting. Now, speaking of that content, what we can expect, according to what we've heard so far, it looks as if there's going to be 2 vehicles that are going to be saved for the Christmas or Holiday Update 2016. So that's actually going to be awesome, because last year in the Festive Surprise, we only received 1 vehicle. Now, granted, it was a pretty amazing vehicle, the Declasse Tampa, but still, only having 1 vehicle for that update was a little bit underwhelming. I wish Rockstar had maybe done at least 1 or 2 more vehicles. However, this year it does look promising, as we are expecting to receive 2. And also, FunMW2 posted this on Twitter earlier today. He said, new adversary mode called Turf Wars, and I can confirm new Christmas clothing and masks coming with the import and export DLC. No new weapons. So we don't know if Turf Wars is going to be released with the Christmas update or if it's going to be released with import or export. I would imagine import or export. So for this conversation, we can ignore that, but that's awesome. New clothing and masks that are going to be coming as well. We knew that was a big part of 2015 and all the content that Rockstar provided. They had new masks, new clothing, new outfits, Santa suits, etc. It was pretty awesome. So if I had to take a guess at the total amount of content, I would say that all of the items we received in the 2015 update are going to be returning, as well as the new content that's going to be added here in 2016. So we're going to be getting old masks, old clothing, old suits, as well as new clothing and new masks and 2 brand new vehicles. And I'm not sure if those are going to be timed locks or not. I wouldn't imagine they would be, but given all the confusion recently with the Sanctus and the way that that disappeared, I'm really not too sure how Rockstar is going to go about doing this. So that's very exciting if all of that is indeed true, and it looks like this year is going to be so awesome for the Christmas and holiday time in Grand Theft Auto Online. So that right there has gotten me very excited. Now, let's talk about the snow, because that's one thing that you guys have not stopped talking about, the snow. When is it going to return to online? So for the past 2 years, in 2014 and 2015, Rockstar have released the snow via tunables. It doesn't require a new update into the game at one specific time. Now, for me, it's been at 7 p.m. Eastern time, because I'm on the East Coast of the United States, on December 23rd. Now, technically, the snow is only supposed to be in the game for 2 sets of dates, on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and then on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. However, because of the way obviously the world works with different time zones, for many of us in the United States and even parts of Europe, this change actually happens either late at night or super early in the morning. So for me, like I said, it's 7 p.m. Eastern time on December 23rd. For many of you guys in Europe, it'll probably be early in the morning on New Year's Eve. For those of you guys on the West Coast of the United States, it'll probably be the afternoon on the 23rd. So if you want to know when the snow is likely to drop for you, just plug in 7 p.m. Eastern time. Get like a Google time converter. You can just look that up pretty easily and plug in the time zone that you're at, and it should tell you when it's going to be releasing. And the same is said for when it disappears. It isn't necessarily going to disappear right when the 25th ends. Rockstar is going to make sure that everyone in the world has passed the date of the 25th, so it'll likely disappear sometime on the 26th, and the same can be said after New Year's Day, likely sometime on the 2nd. Now, I've always had an issue with the snowfall in Los Santos is that it falls on days in which people are probably the most busy they'll ever be during the holiday season. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, you're likely spending with friends and family. New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, you're likely spending with friends and family as well. So I've always had an issue with that, and I'm not sure why Rockstar hasn't expanded it to all of the days of the festive surprise. I mean, when you think about it, why can't we have the option for snow, or maybe if we went into an invite-only lobby, the option to turn on the snow ourselves? That could be pretty awesome too. And many of you guys might be curious as to when this content is going to be ending. When is it going to be disappearing? And I don't have a set date for that, but Rockstar removed it last year on January 5th. So basically, they allow it to last for about 2.5 to 3 weeks before letting everything go. And this is important because I think most of the clothing and the masks in this update are going to be timed, especially if they're going to be free, which means you'll only have that 2 to 3 week period in order to take advantage of that content. And I'm sure somewhere along the lines, Rockstar is going to give you guys some special gifts or pajamas, just like they did last year. So that might be something we have to look out for on Christmas Day as well. If there's any more information, obviously there hasn't been any official posted so far, but if there is anything, I will keep you guys up to date. But as far as things from 2014 go, and as far as 2015 go, that's pretty much it, and that's the tentative schedule in which we should look for as far as the Christmas 2016 DLC goes in Grand Theft Auto Online. Now, the last thing we need to discuss today is the question, will Last Generation be receiving Christmas content as well? So if it wasn't obvious enough, Last Generation, PS3, Xbox 360 will not be receiving any of the content that came out in 2015, won't be receiving any of this content in 2016, but what will most likely happen is that you'll still get the snow in online, you'll still get the Christmas tree in your apartment, and you'll still probably get the clothing that came out in 2014. So to answer your question, if you still play on the Xbox 360 or PS3, will you be getting the new content? No, but are you totally going to be left in the dark with no Christmas theme and online? I highly doubt it, because the content is still already in the game. All Rockstar has to do is flip a tunable switch in the snow, and everything else can be reactivated again. So yeah, I do think you guys are going to be getting the old content, but are you going to be getting the new content? I don't think so, and as obvious as that sounds, it is simply saved for those on the current generation and for PC. And I'm with many of you guys. I'm really excited for what's coming up next and online, but I've always loved the way that Rockstar have done their holiday updates, and the December Christmas one is certainly no exception, and has gotten me so so hyped for whatever is going to be coming out, hopefully very soon, in Grand Theft Auto Online. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. Let me know your thoughts, opinions, and more about this Christmas update. Are you excited for it? Are you not excited for it? Let me hear from you guys down there. If you did go and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.